the finance meeting Thursday, December 3rd, in Livingston Parish Council. Ms. Angie, call roll.
Mr. McMorris?
Here.
Mr. King?
Here.
Mr. Harris?
Here.
Mr. Ord?
Here.
All present.
All right, old business, discussion and review of the 2020 budget amendments and the 2021 budget.
Okay. So you have the final copy of the 2020-2021 budget in front of you. Mr. Gary brought up last time about, he did not see where the $500,000 transfer from the general fund to the road fund for the purpose of demolition of condemned properties was. That was my error. I forgot to put it in the original copy that was introduced. So when we go to adopt it tonight, I will verbally mention that again. It is now in there. But I did not put the expenditure in 2020 because it's almost over and we're not going to obviously spend it. I put it in 2021. I did the same thing with the $187,500 that was for the drainage plan and master plan.
Yeah.
I moved it to 2021 so that we could spend it next year.
Perfect.
So that, because we're not going to spend it this year, obviously.
Right.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Oh, and the only other thing that I did on page $33 of this budget, I created a new account and broke out the asphalt overlay expense so that you would be able to very clearly see how much money we are putting into the road program.
Thank you. That's
It's
good.
the asphalt overlay every year.
I see.
So you can see that the combination of 18, 19, and 20 of both the road fund and the parish transportation fund, which is on page 36. So the total combination of those expenditures is 21 million, which is the 8, and the 5.
Okay.
And then there's 8.1 million in there for 2021.
Great.
So I can break out anything, any category like this that you want to see.
Okay. So just call you
Just
ahead of
call.
time so you can get it in.
Yes, so I
Okay. I got it.
And if I can't break it out here, I may be able to just generate a different report that if you want to
just show you.
see cutting and spraying, I don't know that we would necessarily want to break that out on here. We may, but if you just wanted a report of, okay, over the last 5 years, how much have we spent on cutting and spraying? I can just generate that and bring it with me,
Okay.
And that 8.1 for 2021, is that taking into account that the bonds are gonna be paid off and that's
Yes.
what you get? Okay.
Yes.
So it
And-
would've
and
been
that's just
3 or 4 less than that probably.
That's a concern, no, the 8.1 is what I've told them to plan to spend in just direct asphalt overlay.
Right there.
That's just a conservative estimate until we see how quickly or slowly our grants are moving.
Sure.
So about April every year is when we can
Right.
really see, okay, are we gonna have to pay this match this year, or it's not gonna be until next year, and then we may be able to add more money about April or May of next year, we'll know for sure.
Perfect. That's good.
So you also have in front of you just your normal, financials and sales tax information.
Looks good. Man,
Everything looks great.
still
No
coming
huge
up.
issues. We did get our final, I know, Mr. King was asking me earlier today, we did get our final CARES Act reimbursement. We did not get 100% because the CARES Act funds are depleted. Who knows what will happen
Right.
with
They
that.
may add, they may not, you don't know.
Right, but our expenditures compared to others where we were very lucky and our expenditures were not what some entities incurred. So we did get some reimbursement on that.
I appreciate that.
Good.
Do you guys have any questions for me?
I don't think so. I'm sure you'll get asked.
Yeah, and the rest of the council comes in, you might have some, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll do the spiel again.
Yeah.
That was good. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, any new business? Kind of covered both of them right there, huh?
Yeah,
No new business.
no new business.
All right.
Make a motion.
Motion to adjourn. Gerald McMorris,
Oh, I
Second
said I
by
wasn't gonna
Scooter
do that
King.
tonight, okay.
All in favor?
Thank you, ma'am.
Adjourned.